Yo, Archives. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm back. As y'all can see, a light is on finally. Um, I just kept it off for a little bit and then I turned it on yesterday. And I turned it right back off because I thought it was gonna stop working, but it's working now. So hopefully it doesn't cut off during this video. But happy Monday. Hope I had a great Mother's Day yesterday. And all of the above. Just got done streaming and yeah. But we back on another video. A little late upload. I wanted to record before I started streaming, but I didn't know what to record about. So I was like, let me stream. I streamed early so that I could get ahead and be like, okay, I can stop streaming and then have time to think about a video idea. But I did. So one thing I wanted to tell y'all is you got to be your own motivation. And I've figured that out. I mean, that was something that you kind of, in my opinion, figure out early in life. Like, that's something you kind of notice early in life. But coming from a content creation aspect, just from a creator aspect, you have to be your own motivation like 99% of the time. Because I don't know if y'all noticed, but when you start something new, and this goes for every content creation, like almost everything, music can go for anything. So, do you ever notice when you start something new, you get the utmost support? Like all your friends are supporting you, family supporting you. You got, maybe some strangers here and there supporting you. Like when you first start something, everybody's supporting you. As you continue to do that, that support, that motivation, it dwindles. It goes down. It goes down. It goes down. And you wonder, and you be like, dang, what happened to all the motivation I was getting? Like, where'd it go? Like, these people was just supporting me. They was just doing this. They was just there. They was such and such, but they nowhere to be found. That's how it is, and I believe it's because when you start something new, most people don't expect you to continue to do it. And when I started streaming, I had a lot of support. I had a lot of support from my friends. I had a lot of support from strangers. I had a lot of motivation from my friends. I had, it was like that. And the more I kept doing it, the more I kept going, the viewer count would drop, like count would drop, just everything started dropping, and the motivation was dwindling. I wasn't getting as much motivation from my friends, from people who would be in the streams. It's like a zap. It just left, and I figured out that real quick that I would have to be most of my motivation when it came to this content creation, and especially I would have to be the biggest, the biggest motivator, to myself to even keep going. Um, and that was just something I figured out, but that's just something you figure out in life. It comes with everything that you're not going to get a lot of motivation from everybody or anything, and you just have to be the one to be the biggest motivator, to yourself at all times. So, that's one thing that I wanted to share with y'all because it's very important, and a lot of people don't know how to be their own motivator or to be their own motivation. A lot of people don't know how to create motivation from scratch. It's hard for them, but that's okay. That's why you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? But don't rely on anybody to motivate you because while you're relying on somebody to motivate you, that person's probably relying on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's hard to motivate yourself. So and to be that because when you don't get the results that you want and you feel like you're not being supported, your own motivation dwindles. Like that zaps your motivation too. Like you're not getting motivation from anybody, it takes away your motivation as well. So you just have to be strong, mentally strong, emotionally strong, spiritually strong to keep going and to be your own motivation. So that's just one thing that I learned. And it happens. It happens when you start something new. Everybody's gonna be there as you keep going. You know what I'm saying? Dwindles. That's why usually when you get to a certain point, your biggest supporters are not your closest friends. Your biggest, if you want to say fans, are not your closest friends. The people that like I said in another video, that you surrounded yourself with, that you blow up with, the people that motivate you now are probably not your closest friends. I'm not speaking for everyone, But that's, just me generally speaking, because that happens. So, yeah. It sucks though. I know the feeling, but I'm my own motivation. I continue to be my motivation. And it's important to, have, maybe a friend or two that you can, really count on to motivate you when you feel like there's nobody else, even when you yourself can't motivate yourself. So, yep. That's something I wanted to share with you all. I thought about that. So, I realized I hadn't even made a video about that either. Yo, human nature been stuck in my head so much. I'm telling y'all that MJ movie was motivation. That motivated. I know that motivated a lot of people. Motivated me. I told y'all that already, but y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. I know what it is. Anyways, I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Stay safe. Stay patient. Right. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay patient. Oh, keep God first. Stay patient because it's on the way. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Let's see if this light is on in the next video. Anyways, I love y'all. Peace.